Okay, so I've been known to be a little bit of an asshole at times. That's just the way I am. I'm the first one to admit it. I'm not going to ask anyone to subscribe or no. I just want to know one thing. Let me know in the comments if I'm an asshole here, if I'm wrong here, or if I'm right. I honestly want to know. Maybe this is a thing about, not being an American or some kind of disconnection. I see fucking dog houses here. They call these tiny homes. All right, I build something that is not all that different for an animal, right? Yeah, I don't show my entire life here online, but I've done it. Something that is really not all that much smaller than this. Folks, as always, if you enjoy the content of the channel, if you want to learn more about preparedness, you have a lot of information here, and I share my books as well, Survival Skills and Surviving the Economic Collapse. This is what I see happening, and that's what worries me when I see things like these, all right? I feel that we're all going down the drain of a gigantic economic shift, an economic collapse worldwide, if you want, by which everyone else is becoming poorer and a very tiny group of people are becoming extremely filthy rich, right? And it's not cool. It's not always capital. No, it's not. This is damn evil, all right?
Hampshire came and adopted the Appendix Q, which governs tiny homes. And so we were able to all of a sudden have these be legal because they're under a certain...
Oh, they used to be illegal. All right. Doesn't that tell you something? When it was illegal. So here it says, lot fit 9 McMansions. They built 44 small homes for locals instead. So, are these people freaking heroes for doing this? Or are they selling 44 tiny little dog houses that the impoverished locals can actually afford and they can actually make bank with this thing? Because the 9 McMansions was more of a hard sell. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. As always, let me know if I'm being an asshole here. Or no, you don't get it. This is super awesome.
Square set. They're under 400 square feet. So the lofts actually don't count because they're open. So in total, they're 544 square feet, but the footprint is 384 square feet, which brings it into the tiny home part of the building code, which most people freak out at, that, oh my gosh, 384 square feet, I could never live in that.
No. Look at this. I mean, the power outlet, the thing, the meter is almost as big as the fucking house. If you had like a box here, it would be like half the building.
But it's amazing when you walk in, the idea, especially with using height, that it doesn't feel small.
Look at all of this construction. It is... How much do you think this is worth? 44 of these things, right? They're selling 44 of these things.
Yeah. Well, hello. Hi, Aisha.
Can we visit your home?
Oh, thank you. Hi. I'm Aisha. Aisha, nice to meet you.
You too. Yeah. This is like huge ceilings.
Oh, yes.
This is like huge ceilings. Someone was selling in the video that I did about Europe, about split unit. That's a split unit right there. The only difference that this is not a house. This should be a room. So in a house in Europe, maybe you have this in the living room. You have a couple of these more in the rooms. So this is what you have instead of like central air conditioning. Yeah, but god damn it, man! For people that think that in Europe you have small houses, this isn't. I've never seen something like this anywhere. It's incredible.
Can we visit?
Oh, yes. That's what I love most, I think, about this, the 16-foot ceilings.
Yeah, because it's a dog house. It's a dog house. And if you see, you will find that they're right there in the back, you see the actual homes. These are actual real homes. And this thing that they're selling, it's a freaking dog house. It really is. Those are houses. Those are real nice houses, right? The thing is that these are now probably worth like $1 million. I think this is in New Hampshire, or what, Massachusetts, anyway, somewhere around there. And it's a crisis, they say. I don't know if it's a crisis or this is just the way in which they make money, right? Because how much, again, houses over here, dog houses right here. How much is it that these are worth? Let's go 27... Right, 2750 something. Okay.
When you go back and you've got over $100,000 worth of engineering, designing, and all the site work, You got to buy the land. So the project is probably right around about 6 million, just over $6 million for 44 units. And you can do the math on that, how much that is per unit. Well, about $145,000. We had a realtor come through recently and she's like, if you built these for sale, we could sell them at $290 all day long.
$290. $300,000 to live in a doghouse. Now, that's what the realtor said, right? I'm not saying that that's the price it's going. He said, what, like 150? I mean, shit. Really? That's how much you pay? Let's say it's $100,000 to live like this? And I'm not saying that's the price. He said that it's $150 to build. So I will assume it's at the very least $150,000, right? That's what he just said there, right? Let's get this one right because it's important. How much is it? I'm living I'm living in a damn box in a doghouse. How much is it worth?
When you go back and you've got over $100,000 worth of engineering, designing, and all the site work, you got to buy the land.
$100,000 worth of engineering and design? I think that the wife of this guy is an architect. Oh, so yeah, this is some mighty architecture going on. It's a box with a door and a window. Yeah, that's worth $100,000 of architecture design. Okay.
So the project is probably right around about 6 million, just over $6 million for 44 units. And
this thing, $6 million. This thing that you see here, that's worth $6 million. In what world is this worth $6 million?
You can do the math on that, how much that is per unit. Well, about $145,000. We had a realtor come through recently and she's like, if you built these for sale, we could sell them at $290 all day long. Okay,
so at the very least, this is $150,000 each. Or as the realtor said, it could be $290. Yeah, $300,000 you can have someone living in that thing. It's really insane what's happening in all over the world. Look at it. They're showing like when they put it together.
And so we can, right? It's like, how do you build something affordable, really affordable in housing, and nobody seems to be able to.
It's a fucking dog house. I'm not even kidding. I did something kind of like this for a dog. It was maybe what, a third of the scale? I mean, no, I'm not even kidding you. It's. Anyway, you have eyes, right? You can see what this is. This is worth $150,000. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not saying I get it. Yeah, things do cost money. But it used to be that $150,000 bought you that house over there. It used to be that $40,000 bought you something like this. $40,000, $50,000, even less. Back in the 50s and whatnot. I'm not talking about McMansions. I'm talking about a normal ass home, a normal ass house, and a car, maybe 2 cars. I'm not coming here with unrealistic expectations. Normal ass house. No, it's not a huge freaking cardboard mansion. No, just a house. Humble little place with a living room and a garage and a car. No, now this is where we're living now. It's insane. It's crazy. But hey, that's the way the world is going. And if you don't wake up, you find yourself living in a fucking box or even worse, maybe even under a bridge.